beings came off from parts which are just good cooks. I don't know. But some part of the one has this quality that he's aware that he's the central focus. He's the one. And all the rest of the things are electrons that focus on the one. Some of the beings that manifest got their samples from that part of the one. Those beings have it in their nature to be themselves the center of attention, to be themselves the center of an atom. So that's just a few. I know it looks like there's a lot of people and living things in this universe, but it's a minority that what's in this universe compared to what actually exists in total, outside the matrix. So again, dating myself. But where was I?
Matrix.
Yeah, back, rewind more.
Why we don't like our...
Yeah. So these guys came out, us guys, we come out from this Big Bang and we're like, ooh, this is kind of cool. That man is extremely handsome, beautiful, attractive. He's playing, wow, that flute, this is enchanting. Look at this, is wonderful. But does everything always have to only revolve around him? And that probably is something that resonates with all of you, and you're probably already thinking this when I was describing the atom. Why does it, okay, that's great, there's God, God's wonderful, lovey. Why does everything always have to be 100% focused on Krishna? Give me a break. Let's do 98%. So that's what some of these beings are thinking. Why does he have to be the center? Can I be the center a little bit? And so the problem is, there cannot be two centers to a circle. Now, why is a circle important? Because it's the only perfect geometric shape. A circle or a sphere is the only perfect geometric shape, which is endless. So the spiritual world is essentially circular or spherical in shape. So at the center of the spiritual world is one focal point. These other beings are thinking, hey man, I like that focal point, but I wish I could be just a little focal point, a little bit at a time. But it doesn't work. It ruins the sphere. It turns it into an ellipse or some kind of obloid. So there's a big problem here at the beginning before time began. You have this small group of living entities that are like not totally into the party. And so Krishna is throwing this party. He's like, what's up with those people over in the corner there? They're not digging this party. So he like goes over there and he says, hey, you look like lovely ladies. Why are you here in the corner? What's up? Why are you not digging this party? Should I change the music? I mean, what's the deal? And they're like, we're like, you know, this party is awesome and you're really cool, but just a little bit not into it. Like, I just wish I could have a party every once in a while. You know, so they explain themselves to Krishna. Krishna's like, okay, I understand. And, you know, Krishna could have just said, you know what? F you, it's finished. You're out, extinguished. You can't be like this. Sorry. He could have just extinguished them. But actually, Krishna is full of as much love for us as he would like us to be for him. So he's like, well, I got to do something to make these people happy. I'm not just going to say, sorry, Charlie. What can I do to possibly make them happy? I can't fulfill their desire here in reality. So the first mechanism that he creates is something called Maya. What he did was, in the center of this party, now you have to envision the spiritual world. It's called Jyotirmaya, or it's just characterized by being bright and full of light, because everything's full of awareness. So now here's these lovely people in the corner, and they're not happy with the party, and Krishna says, what can I do? And they explain it to him, and he says, all right, no problem. He goes, and a cloud appears. Why a cloud? Because behind the cloud there's darkness. Why darkness? Because the only way you can feel that you're the center of the circle is if you go into the dark where you can't see what the circle really is if you enter into a dreamlike state or illusion. So Krishna says, you know what? I'll set up this little place for you, big place, where you can feel just like you are the center of the world. And people will dance around you, and people will sing happy birthday to you, and it will make you feel great. Like your talk last week, every time somebody makes you feel that you are the center, that feels awesome. And that's what attracts people to buy things that make them feel like they're the center, etc. So Krishna said, no problem. You guys want to be the center of the party? I'm going to make another party over here so it won't interfere with everybody else. And where it is possible for you to be the center of the party. Sounds good. That's this material world. This material world is a little place where the spirit souls come in to fall asleep and dream that we're the center of the party. I hope this is going well for you, because I love this kind of information, and for me this is like very kind of essential to my foundation of my life. So I sort of really hope that I'm explaining this well, and it's kind of getting to you. But
Can you recap that last point in a different way? Really?
no, I only have 20 minutes. No, you want me to recap what point?
No, I just really like how you described that. I almost want to hear it again in a different way to really grasp it. So it's not just knowledge.
So to really grasp it, I'll just quickly recap. The one becomes many. Some of the many are like, this is not exactly perfect for me. And so the one says, no problem, I'll make a little separate space over here where you can... Why do they feel like it's not really perfect for them? Because they're a little selfish. Why are they a little selfish? Because the one is selfish, rightfully so, because he's the one. So some of the parts from him are also a little selfish. So he says, okay, I'll make you a separate place where you can be selfish. Okay? That's where we are so far. That's what this world is, a little place for us to be selfish, a little sandbox. But now you can imagine this in your mind. Generally, this soul is called to be female. So you can, very nice, beautiful looking female, and Krishna is talking to you. So it's very nice. This is not real, but you can imagine this to understand the philosophy. He just says, go ahead, I made you a nice place over here. You can feel like you're the center of the world. And you look at it, and then you look back at him, and then you look at it, and you look back at him. You can't sit there. Just kidding, sit down.
Here. Here you go.
That seat is reserved for
Nice.
God. And
No.
sit down. Sit there. All right.
Welcome to the party.
I'm a little unusually playful, so. So the soul is presented with this idea that, okay, you can go into the material world and you can be selfish. But she looks at Krishna and says, if I go there, that's great. I can fulfill my desire to be selfish, but that means I lose you. And I may have this desire to be selfish, but I'm also an electron by nature. I'm also part of you, and I also feel that inspiration in my heart to love you and be in this atom, this perfect atom. So as much as I do want to enter this illusion, I also don't. I also want to experience that perfect bliss that I know exists in a loving relationship with you. So what am I supposed to do? I'm on the fence. If you know the philosophy, it's called tatasta. I'm on the fence. I don't know which way to go. I'm stuck in between two worlds. You made me a nice world where I can go play out my desires and be selfish. But if I go there, it means I lose you. But if I come here and play with you only, it means I lose this whole chance to be the prom queen and the cool dude in the football team. So, what to do? So Krishna says, why are you hesitating? I made you this wonderful place. So we say, explain ourselves to him. If I go, I lose you. What to do? He says, okay, I'm going to invent something called karma. And it's going to be your best friend. Because karma is my Gemini genius invention. Although Krishna is Taurus, but we'll talk about that next week. But he must have a lot of... Actually, Mercury is so strong. So he says, I have invented this wonderful invention for you. It's called karma. It will let you go into this world and enjoy yourself to the max and pretend that you're the god and you're the goddess and you're the greatest thing and you're the center of the universe and everybody should pay attention to you. You can do that. And at the same time as you're doing that, my other invention, karma, is going to be rectifying you and purifying you of that desire. So that you can have your cake and eat it too. You can have the cake and keep it and look at how pretty it is, and you can eat it at the same time. You can go into this world and forget me and pretend that you're me, but at the same time I'll make this underlying nature of this material world something called karma, which will allow you to gradually grow out of that need and have that need actually be fulfilled and extinguished. That's why karma is our friend. Now, how does it do so? How does karma do this? Basically, karma is quite a simple and ingenious and sophisticated method. It's very simple psychology, like Pavlov. It's very simple psychology, karma. It's very simple but effective. The entire universe is watching us. And we are part of the universe. It's not even like the universe, like there's some atom in a tree or a planet in the sky that's watching me. No. the planets, the atoms, they're all part of you.